groovy.
Hello, everybody. Jim here, and I was gonna do this on camera, but I don't know. I'm looking a little disheveled today. I didn't really feel like cleaning myself up to get on camera. It's been a long week, but I wanted to talk about the new YouTube terms of service that have been so controversial lately. I've seen quite a few people that I know making videos about it, and a whole bunch of people I don't know making videos about it. So I thought I would throw my 2 cents in. I usually don't like to involve myself in like issues, things like that. I like to just make my little video game videos and that be it. But I thought I would comment on this just because it is such a big deal. I'll preempt this by saying that if you're someone who, the new terms of service are affecting your bottom line, I sympathize with you greatly. If YouTube is your main source of income and that income is somehow being threatened, I completely understand your opposition to that. Because you got to make money. And if this is indeed your one sole source of income, then by all means fight the good fight. Do whatever you can to defend your claim, I guess. But I will say that the word censorship has come up an awful lot in videos I've seen discussing this, and I think that's a little misguided. It's not really censorship, which isn't to say that might not become an issue at some point. But I'm not gonna, comment on possible future events. I'm just gonna talk about what's actually happened. And with these terms of service, it's kind of shitty in that one of the really great things about YouTube has been that it's not television. We're not beholden to the rules that, somebody producing programming for television would be. And I think basically that's what this is. It's a step closer to making YouTube like television, which, again, if you're someone making a lot of money off YouTube, that kind of sucks for you because unless you're like on some, extended cable network where anything goes. If you're on like network television, there are a lot of rules that you are more or less beholden to for the sake of keeping advertisers and, making your money. That's where a lot of money comes from for, television program producers, television stations. Corporations will pay good money to have their advertisements run in good time slots and stuff like that. But there is the potential that if you, put something in that time slot that would somehow go against the principles of the company, or maybe they feel like that isn't the best image that they want for their product, they can pull their sponsorship, and then you're losing some money there. So I think that's more or less what this is. Again, I don't think it's censorship. There's nothing, as far as I can see, aside from like the, fallacious copyright strikes or flags for whatever kind of abuse, this and that. That's all, can be fairly nonsensical. But as far as just taking monetization away for certain videos, that's not censorship. There's no one saying that you can't use whatever language you want to use, or that you can't address whatever topic you want to address. It's basically just saying that an advertiser has the choice of not placing their ads on a video that they don't want their product associated with, which isn't unlawful or anything like that. I mean, I'll use this as kind of an example. There's a channel where a guy just farts into his camera. And this isn't like hyperbole or something. This is an actual channel. How do I know this? Because he put a video up where he's watching one of my game reviews. He's got the camera focused on the screen, and then suddenly the camera whips around. He sticks it up to his ass and he just farts into the camera. And that's the end of the video. And so all I'm saying is that, okay, so if he just monetizes that video and that's the end of it, nobody has any say afterwards. If I'm like Pizza Hut, for example, maybe I don't want ads for my chain restaurant running before, during, or after the video where the guy shoves his camera up his ass and farts into it. So I think that's more or less what this is. It's just an advertiser saying, I don't want my Snuggles Bear products associated with the channel with the raging alcoholic who goes on these like violent outbursts, tirades and stuff. I'm guessing that's what it is. As far as the wording of the terms, I'm assuming, and again I could be wrong about this, that it's like they're referring to extremes, like or at least when it comes to the vulgarity. Like, I think if I say fuck or shit in this video, again I could be wrong, but I don't think it's really gonna affect, really anything, my standings with this video in YouTube or what have you. I think it's more along the lines of, like they said, harassment, or just something that is very overtly intended to like hurt someone or be, grossly offensive. Yeah, maybe an advertiser doesn't want to be associated with that. As far as the controversial topics thing, that's a much more like gray area, because I heard of people who had videos addressing like things like suicide prevention, or how to handle like post rape, or dealing with depression, or things like that, and monetization was pulled from those videos. Again, I guess you could say that's the choice of the advertiser. If they don't want their ads running on a video about suicide prevention or dealing with rape or something, that is their choice to make. And also consider the fact that if these measures had not been implemented, because you don't know what kind of pressure YouTube is getting from said advertisers, there might be something on the table that it could be, hey, we don't want our ads placed on just any random video. Some of this we don't want our products associated with, so come up with a measure to prevent that, or we're pulling our ads and sponsorship from YouTube, in which case there will be no ads on any videos and you won't be making any money. So that could be one catalyst behind why this was done. So while, yes, I'll agree that for people making a lot of money off of YouTube, this is a shitty measure and it's going to hurt your bottom line, and more sympathetic I could not be, but at the same time, it is not censorship, and it more or less just gives advertisers control over where their advertisements are placed. So again, you can make whatever video you want to make. It's just somebody, some advertiser somewhere, might not want to pay to have their ads placed on said video, which again is their prerogative. And I know it doesn't mean a lot to, like, smaller channels like mine, which don't really make any money anyway. But if you're like a big, 500,000 subscriber channel and you're making a pretty penny, yeah, I can see why you'd be upset if a big chunk of that was taken out. Anyway, I guess I'll leave it at that. All you people, if you've listened to this whole thing, down in the comments, what are your views on this latest measure taken by YouTube? Do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it? Do you think it's reasonable? Do you think it's unreasonable? Do you think it's unlawful? What do you think about it? And as always, everybody, thanks for listening, subscribing, liking, commenting, assuming you do those things. And until next time, take care, everybody. Goodbye.